Okay, hello students. We'll see today the troubleshooting practical, and in that practical, first we look at whatever the main board is there of the LCD TV. In main board on the right side, we are getting that which has the connected coaxial cable. It is tuner. Okay. After that, the whatever the IF decoder is there. After that, we are you can see the IC, which is the main IC, and it works for the whatever the processing of the video. Okay, and complete all other ICs are there, flash and DD-RAM and all these things are there on the board. On the left side, whatever the connectors are there, these are the backlight connectors and the LVDS connectors are there. Okay, on the back side of the tuner, there is a section of the audio section or the sound section in which the sound IC is connected. Okay, whatever the power supply needed to the LCD TV, it is SMPS, that is switch mode power supply. And as we know that the switch mode power supply contains the first line filter, after that the rectifier diodes. It is connected with the transistor, switching transistors, and the transformer. Okay, at the output side we are getting the 5 volt and the 12 volt output, which is the regulated output. Okay, this is the overview of the circuit, and we'll start with the one by one troubleshooting of the different faults. First is the troubleshooting of the fault, no raster. You can see the display of the LCD, and on that particular we have selected a color pattern, and now if we create the fault of the no raster, it is the fault of the no raster. And if we take into consideration whatever the different things we have to keep in mind for solution of this particular fault, we have to open the rear panel of the TV, and then check the filament of the LVDS connector main board. On the main board, that is inverter board on the panel, we can say. So LVDS is nothing but the low voltage differential signaling, and it is connected from the main board to the LCD panel. Okay, press the connector properly. If it is okay, there is no problem. Then if it is okay, then next we have to check for the pin number 1 and 3 of the LVDS connector. It should be of the 5 volt DC. After that, the replace LVDS connector, means if it is not okay, then we have to replace the LVDS connector. All the whatever the above things are correct, then we have to move towards the U3 MOSFET, checking of the U3 MOSFET. If there is a problem with the U3 MOSFET, then we have to change it. After that, next is the U5 MOSFET, and for open, dry, short of this particular U5 MOSFET, replace the U5 MOSFET. This is the process after that. Now, if you see the whatever the parts are there, these particular parts on the main board, you can see these particular parts on the main board where the U5, U3 and all these things are there. Okay, so U10 is the main processor. And after that, means U3 and U5, if we are going to connect it, if you are going to change it, then also there is a problem in the raster. Then what you have to do, you have to check the R17 is the resistance. R is nothing but the resistance, and the 17 is the number of that particular resistance. Then also the problem is there. Then check the Q5 and Q4. These particular transistors are there. Q4 and Q5 transistors. So these particular transistors, we have to check the collector base emitter of these transistors, and whatever the voltage is coming, we can say, or the any short circuit or open circuit in between the collector, emitter and the base. After that, if again the problem is there, then you have to change the U10 main we can say the processor. Okay, or if we are changing the main processor also, means there is no change in this thing, then we have to change the panel. So this is the process for troubleshooting the first fault, that is the no raster, and then we can get it that we can have means whatever the problem solving. So this is the flow of the, we can say the flow of the signaling, and through that particular signaling, if anything is, we can say the problematic, then problem will be there in the TV set. Next problem is no backlight. As we know that the LCD is not the it doesn't have a own light, we can say own light supply, so it is generated with the backlight panel. Okay, so if the backlight is not generated, then there is no any picture on the screen. That is the thing we are going to see when the backlight is disconnected or the backlight is not lit. Okay, so if we see the different occurrence of the problem, occurrence of this particular problem, which are the main reasons, they have given the flow chart related to this, and it is the signal flow only, and with the help of this signal flow we can means first one, we have to start the LCD and then open the rear cover. Then next is R17, we have to check, that is it burn or is it open circuited, that we have to check. After that, the C14 is the stands for the capacitor, and 14 is the number of that particular capacitance. If there is problem with this capacitor, then we have to change it or we have to repair it. Okay, after that, the check Q3 also, Q stands for the transistors. Also we can check the transistor and we can replace it, or we can correct whatever the open circuit is there in that particular transistor's legs. Check the voltage of the Q3. Now if the transistor is correct, again we have to check the voltage at the collector pin of the Q3, that must be the 3.9 volt. If it is not, then we have to replace the Q3. As we are going to replace the Q3, then also the problem is there. Then the CN2 is nothing but the connector, connector 2. In connector 2, pin number 4, we have to check the voltage at pin number 2. It should be the 3.9 volt. Otherwise, at the base of the connector, there may be the open circuit, and which we have to take care. Then if it is okay, then check the R48, R47, C25, Q11, Q13 and Q9. These are the series of resistances and the transistor and the capacitor. Okay, so all the signals passes through this particular chain, and if there is any problem in this particular, then it happens that the no backlight will be there. Then also the U1 IC is there in that particular signal flow, which is the problem is there of the again the problem is there. Then you have to check the U1. U is nothing but the IC number, and we have to check the IC number, and then we have to replace it. If it is okay, then we have to move next step, and next step is related to the check 10 volt DC. IC UB3 and the UB4. Check IC UB3 and UB4. If 10 volt is not coming, then we have to change the IC UB3 and UB4. Check the backlight connector. After that, we have to check the connector backlight, that is the CN4, CN5, CN8 and CN9. All the backlight connectors, we have to check proper fixing of this, or the open circuit of any pin in that particular connector is there, that we have to check. Otherwise, replace the connector. At the end, we have to replace the CCFL tube. If the backlight lights are not coming, then there may be the problem in the backlight lights, and we have to change that particular tubes only. Okay, this is the flow of the we can say the change checking the no backlight problem. Okay, and where this particular R means each and everything, whatever the things we have seen, that is the UB4, UB3, then C25, R48, R47, Q11, Q13 and Q9, this particular on this port. then power supply, on the power supply CN9, CN8 and the U1. These IC and capacitors are connectors are there on the SNPS. Then C26, R48, Q3, C and 2, that is connector number 2, capacitor 14 and resistor 17, these are on the main board. Okay, so with this particular one can troubleshoot the problem related to the no backlight. So no backlight will be the screen of the television is complete back. Okay, so firstly backlight is not there. When we are going to switch it, then we got the gray color pattern. Okay. Now next fault is related to the standby. In case of the standby mode, what happens? There is no change in whatever the picture is there. It's a standstill on the screen. Okay. Then it is the problem related to the main board only. It is problem related to the U42, U5. Then C and 2, that is connector number 2 blue color, and Q1, Q2 and U10, that is the main IC. Open the rear cover, that is the first step. Second step is pin number 3 in connector 2 must have 4 to 5 volt. If it is not there, then we have to change that connector, or the see any open circuit is there at the base of the connector is there. After that we have to go for the next step, and it is check the voltage on pin number 9. Pin number 9, that is the blue CN2, it must have a 5 volt. Also check the whatever the change in, we can say, the open circuit in that connector. Then check the voltage at pin number 7 of the flash IC. Flash IC is nothing but the U42 is the flash IC, and it should be 0. If it is not there, upgrade the software. So flash IC is related to the programming, and whatever we have to do, we have to upgrade the software. That is the thing we have to do. After that, the check the flash IC upgrade software. If it is correct, then go for the MOSFET 5, replace it. Otherwise, go for the transistor Q1, check the transistor Q1, and at the end check the main IC, that is U10. Okay, so this is the procedure for troubleshoot the problem of the standby mode. In standby mode, standstill picture is there on the screen. Okay, so many times we have to upgrade the whatever the software is there in that particular flash IC, and for that the connectors they have provided, we can upgrade the software. Okay, this is about the standby mode problem. Okay, this is the last practical, and it contains the troubleshooting of the television problems, and we have seen the 3 different problems. One is the no raster, one is the no backlight, and third one is related to the standby mode. It is the step of the troubleshooting. What we have to do, I will send the whatever the problem troubleshooting flowcharts are there. These particular flowcharts I am going to send you in soft form on Moodle, and then what you have to do, write the conclusion related to the, we gone through the this particular practical, and we got better way the how we can solve this particular problem. In that way, you write in your words the whatever the conclusion is there. Okay, this completes the DTVM practical step, in which first 2 practicals are, that is, one is the CVS, that is composite video signal. Second one is the CCVS, and after that we have 5 step of practicals related to the direct to home kit. Okay, so with the help of the direct to home kit, we have seen first 3 practicals related to the to know what is DTH, what is internally it has, how the processing of the signal is there. In that you have to write the conclusion in your words. And 4th and 5th practical is there related to the troubleshooting in DTH. Okay, so first 2 and this 5th of the 5 of the DTH, it is the step of the 7 practicals. After that, we have uploaded one video related to the practicals of the LCD TV. Okay, three different practicals of the LCD TV uploaded, and video of this particular Gundode sir had made this video and uploaded that video, given the link of the video. You have to see the video, and you have to fill up the observation table of these three practicals, okay, of the LCD TV. And last one is the troubleshooting. Okay, in this troubleshooting, I am going to send you whatever the step in the write up of the LCD TV troubleshooting, and in that particular you have to write the conclusion. That's all. Okay, so this is the step of the DTVM practicals. Okay, so if you have any problem in between also, then you can write in WhatsApp me or Gundode sir, or if you have any problem related to the uploading or anything else, then also you can call us. Okay, thank you.